Okay then, NXT, NXT. What do we got going on tonight, huh? Welcome everybody, and welcome to my NXT review. Lot going on, leading into the Great American Bash to whatnot. So let's see what we got really going on in this show. With a very somewhat, I won't want to say shocking debut, but we did get a debut tonight, which we'll get to way later on in the show. But it's been hyped up for weeks now, and whatnot. But we do still have a lot going on in NXT tonight. We do kick it off though with Adam Cole coming out. Basically, I guess he has to pick an opponent. This whole pick your opponent thing or poison match for him and O'Reilly tonight, as basically talked about. I don't need to announce an opponent tonight, okay? Because he basically went on to start talking about Samoa Joe, saying you think you can come back here and think everything's the same. No, there's a new king in NXT, and that is him. And basically, since he has to pick his opponent for this week's show, he said, hell no. All right, I'm not going to choose an opponent this week. Since he was about to leave, then next thing you know, Carmelo Hayes comes out. Hayes basically says, you may not know me, but I know who you are, okay? And he said, Carmelo Hayes is my name, and I'm going to change everyone's mind, including yours. As Cole basically asked him, show me something that's going to change my mind then. Basically, Hayes went on to use John Cena's line when he debuted on SmackDown many years ago, ruthless aggression. And then he ended up slapping Cole to the ground then after that, which then began the match, which was a very good match though. Which let me say this about Carmelo Hayes. I don't know a lot about him, like I said, from the little I've seen him. I think there's like his probably second or third match on NXT in general because I said before he was Christian Casanova on the Indies. I had heard of him. I never really watched him before he got to WWE and whatnot, but I did like what I saw right here. And him and Cole went out there and they put on a really good match. Someone would say Cole did a lot of selling for him out there, but the dude was good. But man, I got to say, Cole hitting that Panama Sunrise, and basically this dude just spiked his head, almost standing straight up like a pencil, then and almost shaking his leg after the Panama Sunrise, basically looking dead after that. So this was a really good match, though, in general. Hayes, though, they did put him over a lot, basically, look him as an up and comer and whatnot, somewhat of a blue chipper and everything. So they were putting him over good. So they're making him look good early on. So the guy has a bright future and whatnot. But he's got something to him. All right, they wouldn't have never put him in his position. Have him go out there and go against Kushida. Now they put him against Adam Cole, one of the top guys in NXT. So yeah, they're giving the guy some go. Okay, he's got something. He's got something. But yeah, Cole ended up getting the win though. After that, next, we get a Eli Drake promo, basically talking about what happened last week at his house or mansion and whatnot. Basically making fun of Cameron Grimes and talking about he had to drop Ted DiBiase because now this is my game and everything. So basically he's trying to take, I'm the new $1 million champion. Next, a very somewhat odd segment in my opinion. Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory come out. Gargano basically talking about his new management in town, and now there needs to be a new champion. And, they don't need the mean face looking doomsday guy and whatnot. Basically, he's talking about Cross. Gargano said NXT was paradise when I was the champion. And at In Your House, I proved that Cross is not on my level. I outclassed him and I can out wrestle him. And everybody knows that I can out wrestle him on my worst day. Pete Dunne and Oni Lorcan came out then. Dunne basically said, you know, um, Gargano must be mad and stupid if he thinks he's the number one contender. He told Theory to shut up before he could even say any words. And Gargano basically says, you know what? We're not going to get provoked right here. We're not going to fall for these shenanigans. We're law-abiding citizens. We're not going to fight you because that's what you want. As they tried to leave, Theory kind of started pointing his finger at Dunn in. And Dunn ended up, just snapping the guy's fingers in half, which, I don't really get who you cheer for here. It's two heel teams and whatnot. So who's the face in this segment when you think about it? We know Gargano's a heel. We know Dunn is a heel. And so who's the face here? I don't understand what's going on. Who's the actual face? We had Cameron Grimes coming up in another, look like a Rolls Royce, coming up to the, building in his new car and whatnot, throwing out money and everything. People are concerned about Ted DiBiase. He say he's good. Some guy tried to mock him, and he ended up punching the dude to the ground then. Next, though, what was next after that? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. I think they talked to Cole in the back. I think Rico basically told him he needed to leave or something like that. He doesn't want him involved in his match and everything. So basically, Cole left after that. Gargano, which I thought was kind of funny, told Regal, like, what are we going to do, man? We're going to get Joe. We're going to take out Dunn, take him out right now. Hey, get the brass knucks. We're going to, knuck him up. Knuck him up, Regal. Knuck if you buck. Knuck if we know he didn't say knuck if you buck, but that would have fit perfectly in that segment. They have more Taya with Jesse Kamea and what's Aaliyah out there. I went in the back with a segment. I will say the dog actually barked at Robert Stone. Io Shirai and Zoe Stark then went against Aaliyah and Jesse Kamea. I look at Aaliyah sometimes and everyone's going to say the same thing. This girl is just not good. She is not really improved. And yeah, I tried to give Aaliyah a chance. Like I said, I didn't know how long she had been in WWE, just in developmental and NXT in general. Don't get me wrong, I always knew she was there for a while, but once somebody pointed out she's been there since Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan have been around, and even when they put her with Vanessa Bourne, even she improved over her. Aaliyah, like I said, I try to give a chance and whatnot, but the girl just has really not improved. I don't think the match was that bad, but you could still see the botches out there with her and whatnot. So I don't know. Like I said, it's the Robert Stone brand and everything, but the match was whatever between EO and Zoe Stark since they're a team now all of a sudden. But after they won, next thing you know, Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez come out. They want the tag titles. Then Wade comes out. Then after that, then Ember Moon, Shotzi Blackheart. Basically talk about marbles and everything. And next thing you know, everybody starts brawling with each other. The way, which I guess they just kind of stood there. Samoa Joe looks at them and basically just tells security to come out and break it up. Then, which I guess everybody's going after the tag titles right now, and I guess Gonzalez has no challenges for the NXT Women's Championship since he's going after the tag belts. So, yeah, we'll see what goes on from there. But yeah, we're just throwing tag teams together. It looks like right now we're making up tag teams with makeshift between EO and Zoe Stark. So we'll see where that goes. Next, I know they announced Grizzly Young Vets, not Grizzly Young Vets, but Ciampa and Thatcher versus MSK, Great American Bash for the tag belts. The Way, Gargano, and Theory went against Dunn and Lorcan. Listen, this was actually a pretty good match, but once again, who's the face in this? Now, the people in the crowd actually chanted for Johnny Gargano and started chanting Johnny Wrestling, so they were kind of the faces out of this whole match and whatnot. And Gargano got the one final beat onto Lorcan for the win. I gotta say one thing about Theory, man. That freaking Spanish Fly moonsault, sit down on the top rope. That shit's cold as fuck. I like that. I like that a lot. But it's kind of hard to tell still who's the face in this tag match. But like I said, the fans cheer Gargano and stuff. So maybe that makes him look like the face of somewhat Battle Fault. I'm not really sure. Next, they showed that battery charging thing graphic, which, by God, man, it took a whole week just to get to 30%. Now we only got to, 50% tonight? So, yeah, man, that battery must be a horrible charger. Cross, which, by the way, after Gargano won that match, Cross attacked him from behind, which I guess they're trying to set up Cross versus Gargano, which, by God, that just sounds like a murder waiting to happen. So, it just really does. It just gonna sound like a murder waiting to happen. But yeah, Cross was in the back. I guess going to the back, Samoa Joe, and Cross said unless I provoke you, you can't do anything to me. Joe let him by. Next thing you know, Pete Dunne just starts staring at Joe then again, just like last week. So we'll see where that goes. Taya making her encore debut, went against Elektra Lopez, and yeah, let me say something. I'm sure a lot of people said this tonight. I've never seen who this girl is before or where she came from, but I'm sure anybody can agree with me out here right now. God damn, she looked good, okay? She just looked, wow. Where were they hiding this one, man? Where did she come from? Don't get me wrong. I'm sure she's green in the ring or whatnot, but man, fine as fuck. Come on, man. You got to agree with me on that. Woo, I was like, I had to even look at the screen like, yo, who is that? I want to see more of her. I just do. I just want to see more of her, okay? So, yeah, she looked good. But Taya, which I'm surprised this match even went on this long, too. I'm surprised it wasn't a squash match, which I don't know why they're throwing. If you could have Taya go against enhancement talent jobbers, can't she just kill them in a minute or two? Why is she just trying to go like, blow to blow, which even I'm surprised. Like, I don't know who this Alexa Lopez is still, but she even kind of gave Ty a little bit of go out there. So why put her in a competitive match against a just a jobber and whatnot, even though it's like what Taya's second match on here. I said that with her debut. It's like I'm surprised for a debut it went that long. Like just put her against some no name guys out there and just make her look strong and whatnot. So I don't know why they gave a little bit more time in this. And the match was okay and whatnot. No, like I said, it wasn't much to talk about, but yeah, it was just to get Taya over. But I'm sure a lot of people still thinking like, man, who is that Alexa Lopez? Because she looked good as fuck. So I'm sure a lot of people are saying that right now. Next, Bronson Reed was in the back talking about, Santos Escobar until Hit Row came in. Basically, say, kind of they come for that North American title. I did like that Top Dollar that basically said that you ain't even from North America, homie. Like, basically, you hold a North American title, you ain't from around here, bro. You ain't from North America, homie. Hit Row, though, Top Dollar, and, now I know I've seen this guy, Top Dollar, before. I think he's on that Treasure show WWE has. I knew I seen him before when I watched one of them episodes because I saw that one with like Taker and Kane, and I'm like, wait a minute, ain't this the same dude on NXT? So I just like, hold on. Now we got a phone call in this. 2 minutes, all right. But yeah, no. Like who is this dude? I was like, I knew I seen him before. So I think he's on that, WWE Top Treasure thing. Like, go look it up. Like, I swear that was him, no. I swear it is. But him and Adonis there when against Everrise, do they rule? We don't know. And they tried to spray a car, it looked like. Hit Row got the win. Top Dollar, which they just have to go out there and kill suckers out there. And right after they won, Swerve ended up hitting them in the back with the house call kick as Hit Row stood tall. So Hit Row still looking cool as fuck out there. Nothing really bad to say about them and whatnot. All right, but what we at next after that? Oh yeah, this segment sucked right here. What was this? Let me say something about this. So they got Mercedes Martinez in the back, right? And I guess she has to have a partner for next week in a mixed tag match, which it like she sounded like she's reading her promo off a cue card. And then next Zia Lee comes in, Boa comes in, and they get rid of Zia Lee, but Boa, Neo there starts yelling. And then Jake Atlas just comes in and he says this bad looking one liner like looks like I just jumped in. Or he said something like that. And it looked bad. The whole segment looked really bad. Okay, the one liner, just the promo, everything. So even my friend said the staging of it, just the brawl, how everything looked, it just looked really, really bad. Okay, so um, yeah, it just looked bad. All right, I don't know what was up with that segment, but it didn't look good. In the main event though, we got Kushida versus Kyle O'Reilly. Listen, if you've seen Ring of Honor in New Japan before, I'm sure you've seen this match in the past. A good match though. I was surprised that O'Reilly went over, but it's like okay, O'Reilly had to go over get with this whole pick your opponent match, or he still got a match coming up at Great American Bash, which I was like, really now? Okay, he beat the cruiserweight champion, so now he was going for the cruiserweight title, but he did beat the champion, no, and whatnot. But not a bad match from both of these two. Like I said, I've seen these two face each other in the past, so it wasn't that bad. But right after they shook hands and whatnot, Cole showed up then. Him and O'Reilly started brawling in as security tried to come in and break it up. Next thing you know, someone in like a hooded man, somebody in a hood showed up and basically attacked Kushida. And the next thing you know, we see Tyler Rust and some I didn't even know who the other guy was. Some Asian dude and Roderick Strong who had a new haircut, which someone brought up. My friend Steven brought up this to me tonight. Aren't those Diamond Mine guys supposed to be debuting tonight? Because we haven't seen them yet. And I'm like, did they forget about that? Well, I guess they didn't forget because this was the last part of the show with the Diamond Mine and whatnot. And Malcolm Bivens came out, so this looks like what Diamond Mine is. Roderick Strong, Tyler Russ. I don't know who the other guy is, and Malcolm Bivens. And which I thought was kind of funny at first. Someone brought up to me like Roderick Strong was in one group just to join another group. Okay, so like you were in one group, now you're joining another group. So it's almost like, dude, you're not getting a singles push, but it looks like they're trying to make them the leader right here, which I don't know if I would buy Roderick Strong as a leader. Like I said, I like the guy. He's good in the ring, but the guy can't talk for shit. And as a face, he was bland as fuck and not a lot of personality to him. But then again, if he is the leader, of course they'll have Malcolm Bivens talk, who, can, like I said, the guy can talk, and don't let Strong talk. Because do not give Roderick Strong a microphone, okay? Just don't. Please don't. It's horrible, all right? But he's in this diamond mine thing. Like I said, I guess he's the leader. I wouldn't buy him as a leader. Come on, he wasn't even leading Undisputed Era. There's a reason why he was kind of like the third or fourth tier guy in that group. So I don't know, man. Like I said, we'll see where this diamond mine thing goes. It doesn't look bad right now, but let's see where it goes. Because I was wondering where Roderick Strong was at one point. But yeah, Tyler Rust, which he was pretty good in the ring. He just needed something, I guess, something behind him with a gimmick and whatnot. So now they got something. And the third guy, I have no idea who he is. But we'll see what happens. NXT, I thought was okay tonight. It wasn't a bad show. Next week's show sounds like a little bit better, but it was a solid show. Like I said, it wasn't bad or anything, but it was pretty solid. Main event was really good. Like I said, we saw the Diamond Mine debut. Cole and Hayes wasn't a bad match either. I don't know about that Taya match. Wasn't really that good. Like I said, it should have went on that long. EO and Stark are a tag team now. Hit Row, I like them. So, NXT up and down tonight, if you ask me. Up and down in some segment here and there. So, we'll see what happens on next week. But other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Hood890. Check out any review that's uploaded on that online right now. Check out my Hell in a Cell review that is uploaded. Definitely check that out. Like I said, we have my guest on there. King Zaya on there. So, go check that out. That's uploaded online right now. So, yeah, I'm out here. See you guys later. Peace.